Hello everybody and welcome to the third Build-A-Bird Habitat Building Competition Tour video. I have received and will be touring 4 excellently amazing submissions. And today we will be checking out a tropical cassowary habitat by Thrylass. Wow. So right off the bat we walk into this just absolutely gorgeous area. What is that? This has got to be a custom tree. 8 objects, yeah. Strangler fig and the strangler fig roots. Looks amazing. You have this little pond out here with the flowers, and oh, I love the foliage and the rock work here, the way the roots just dip in there. Look at the way the zoo or the built up area ends. You can't see anything else. It's just we are in this area that is completely enclosed. Oh, look at this custom railing with these, the recoloring on all of this and the way it all matches, and just we have this little insect area over here with falling leaves. Oh wow. And we have another one of these really nice little sitting areas. Bird houses. A bit of flickering up there, yeah. Oh, and we have these bee places. And a little shed back there. We'll look at that later. Love the sign. Here we have the exhibit. Let's just get a bit taller here. Look at this. Again, we have these stone pieces with the wood in there, but oh, very nice use of these. These are supposed to be the other way around with sculptures on it, but that looks so good. Nice sign that matches the ones for the insects. We have a little information thingy and some writing, and yep, that is functional. And then we have the snakes in here. This is such a great exhibit. Staff area, we'll go in there a bit later. I love the sign. Again, made the sign into a theme. I have definitely learned something from you guys, from all of you, doing these staff area signs that match the theming, instead of trying to, you know, what is, okay, I'm gonna go in there. I need to know what that is. We're not gonna be looking at any animals right now. More staff here. Okay, I think you might have, wow. Oh, that is some architecture. Look at that. Really simple. You just have the, not sure if it's plaster or concrete, 2 different colors. You have these wood beams and a wooden roof. Look at the door. That is gorgeous. Look at that. You have this whole nest with a little bit of flickering again, but nest with eggs. In the wild, it's the male that incubates the eggs and raises the young. So it's like with other ostriches. This is, again, such a nice sign. Yeah, using these signs and also having 2 separate layers of things is super difficult. So you can see why you got the flickering. Still annoys me, but what? Okay, so I love that. Look at the traffic cone. I love it. Are those little fossils? I love these so much. You guys are actually looking at these things. So, did you, like, hide? Yes. Look at that. Look at that. You hit the thing in there. Brilliant. Whoa. Wait, is all of this... I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to go through the wall here. Is all of this custom built? Total objects 23, so you built this thing, and then you built that thing, and little pen holder. And there's a towel on a hook and more towels and wow. I haven't even seen the staff area and I'm already giving it a 5. Look at this. This is not the staff area. This is just the part of the guests can look in here to this area. Let's go in here. We have a staircase. Yeah, so someone's building. We have ropes and this looks like an actual building site. Okay, so I love the box with the things in it. So we have, okay, so that's just, this is, here we're going out back. We have another trailer with more building stuff and the little shed that we saw from over there. Let's continue up a step. And they're in the process of laying the floor. Look at that. Love, love, love the angle of these. Thrylass, can you please put this building on the workshop? Because, I absolutely love it. And not only do I want to see you finish this, I want to be able to put, oh, so this is like an elevator. This is supposed to be an elevator, I think. Speaking of up here, check out the roof. Look at that. With the leaves from these trees that have fallen down, that is such a great detail. I mean, the level of detail in this entire place is just... Okay, let's pop ourselves back down here. And a little bit taller. Look at these again, the handmade railings, which are completely different, but they still match the general sort of tropical, been here for a while, well taken care of, but you can only fight the moisture to... Oh wow, we have more education area here. Look at I don't even know what to... Wait, we have koalas too? That's hilarious, I love it. That is so ugly in the best possible way. Is this the one that I made? That you just gave an eye? Oh, this looks so good. Oh, I read that as danger-shaped claw, which also would be true. That is really well-placed surveillance camera. Which is it's just an odd thing to notice, but this is the habitat. Wow. Wow. Like the safety feature here. We have another one of your custom trees over here. Another baby. Oops. That is such a nice wall. I love the terrain work. The way that you hid the edge of this one. Whee! And the use of the terrain paint. I'm gonna hop in here. Okay, actually this thing works, because I tried hopping in here and now I'm on the safety feature. Oh well. I'm gonna... Okay, this really actually works. I can't... Why can't... Okay, wait a second. Plop myself in the middle of the habitat instead. Don't do this at home. Okay, that's a very angry sound. I'm sorry. I will leave your babies. Ah! Last thing you see before you die. Here with the terrain paint, this is exactly what I've been talking about. You can see that they walk here, so the grass is a bit more worn, but not completely evenly because it wouldn't be. I am genuinely in awe of this. Let's see, you have this little area back here. Look at this. The use of the decals, this looks so realistic. Making sure they get a bit of natural sunlight in here, and Yes, the airlock. So the keepers can make sure that these, I mean, you really do not want these danger birds escaping. Wow. What is this thing? What is this? Heater? You flip the heater to use it as an electrical. That is brilliant. Okay, so we're gonna go out here. Oh, the detail of putting this moisture stain. Go away. Shut the door. Okay, we're gonna go back here. So we're in the staff area now, and this is... Holy heck. Oh, we have stuff coming down here because this is a cooler. So we store their food in here. That is, yes. Very yes. Look at the... How? How long did this take? Seriously, I hope you had like some of these as blueprints that you made before. What is that? Oh, those are the... That is so good. The level of thought, because those look like things, like papaya type fruits that have been cut. But they're not. And you shoved all the trash up there, and you have Post-its. Okay, so I've been spending like way too long just looking at vegetables. We're leaving. So that thing is closed. Are we supposed to go in here? Yes, apparently we are, because there's more stuff in here. This is where they put their trash and their electrical stuff. Look at this car. I mean, did you build all of this? You should... Whoa, that's the shield from the medieval... That is such a great use of that. So this is a cassowary transport box. Well, of course it is. And you use this thing to lift the cassowary transport boxes off the... You have bikes! Off the cassowary transport car. That strange sound is my neighbor throwing trash into their recycling trash. Now I'm tall. And those are koala transport boxes. I didn't see any koalas. I'll have to check if there are koalas. So is this actually the... Now I'm short. Yeah, that's the in-game staff car that you just expanded. That is so smart. If you haven't already put these blueprints out, can you please... Let's just run a little bit here. So is this the other area that sets... Yes, this is the building area. That is so nice. The staff can walk all the way behind. That's the other gate that we saw. Staff can go all the way behind here without having to carry any of this stuff through the guest area. We have the little shed. I love this little area. There's a hat. Is there stuff inside the shed? It is locked, so we're probably not supposed to go in there. Okay, we're supposed to go in here. Look at this. Fertilizer and... Oh, wow. I am going to really quickly jump into Wii mode to check out... There was a greenhouse on the staff roof. Yes, I'm going to go over here and look at this. This is the staff roof. Yeah, okay, so the water is a little bit much. I mean, I understand the idea. It's very explosive, though. These are decals on top of those wood pieces, and then those have been used to build these, and you have... How does this look like feet drag this? And you have the leaves mulching the... I'm gonna leave because I'm jealous. And such a nice little relaxing space here. With, I guess, an elevator that you can go downstairs. Holy muffin. Okay, can I work here? Yeah, so that was pretty flipping awesome. Let's give it some points. First up, habitat. Let's take a look at habitat realism. Do I need to say anything apart from 5? I mean, we talked about the level of detail. We talked about the use of terrain paint. Look at the way the bottom of the pond is painted. Yep, it's a 5. In-game functionality. That is a tree. I want to talk to the bird. Actually, sure, let's just check out the traversable area. They can walk all the way around there. They can go in the shelter. They can go out here. They can use that thing. They are 98% happy. Food enrichment, 77. So they don't quite, they have this one out here, and then they have the slow feeder in here. Yeah, had you shoved, I'm going to be nitpicky, okay? Because that's what I've been doing with everyone. Had you shoved another slow feeder in some random place so that they had 18 or more, this would have been a 5. But because we are digging into every single detail here, apparently, in-game functionality is going to be a 4.5. Wow factor. Yeah, that's a 5. Exhibit. Okay. Yeah, so that's flipping amazing. I absolutely love the use of these different materials. First of all, the way this wall and the back of the exhibit just flows together. Stuff on the roof, making it feel like it's part of all of this nature. The sign is great and matches all of the other signs. There are 2 teeny tiny things. One is I would have liked just like a thin metal bar down here, so this glass actually looks attached to something. Like I said, we're talking teeny tiny tingies now. Number 2, it doesn't exactly entirely necessarily feel like it's incorporated into the whole. Because it does feel a bit like an afterthought, which obviously it isn't because I put it there. Does it make sense? Does what I am saying make sense? Maybe it's because this entire area is so closed off. You can only see the birds from up here, which, I mean, I'm sure the birds appreciate, but I think maybe this would have felt like a more as a part of the whole thing if you had like a little peek hole to the birds over here, a little peek hole to the birds, maybe a tiny little peek hole through here. Anyway, the exhibit itself, look at this. Functionally, plenty of space for people to look at it. That thing works, so they're educated. This is a 5. Now, for the staff area, I have 2 words for you. 5 points. I mean, what can I say? Above and beyond. This is 5. This is 5 plus. The guest area, judged on look, functionality, and all that jazz. It works great. Especially because I think you used a lot of those little look at me poles. Is there one in here too? Yes, there's one right there. That makes the guests actually, walk around and use and look at all of these things. So that means that all of these really nice little areas, they're not just empty areas that the guests ignore. They function and they feel like part of the whole thing. Looking at the education, we do have a few issues, and that is a cassowary speaker, which is too far away from the habitat. And over here we have a koala education sign, and there are no koalas. Maybe you wanted to have koalas and just never put them in, but I mean, also, can they actually live with these murder birds? Probably not. So maybe that's one of the coming in the future things that you're hinting at, the same way you did with the restaurant up here. Either way, the education coverage is slightly problematic. Otherwise, it functions amazingly. So this is going to be a 4.5. And of course, overall look and cohesiveness. The overall look, top notch. Cohesiveness when it comes to the architecture, the way this building fits in with that building, the materials are the same, the colors. The only thing that doesn't quite fit into the architectural style is the exhibits. And one more thing that I would have liked in order to make all of this feel like one thing. Not just for me sitting up here looking at it, but for a guest walking in here. I would have liked just a few more options for viewing the birds. Right now, you can only see them from this terrace. I wish there had been just a few, maybe like a little peek hole somewhere here. Maybe over here. See, right here, really nothing at all is happening. And I know this is a super narrow path and you don't want crowd congestion, but a little look through here as well. And maybe even like a hole in the backdrop of this thing. I'm not saying that everyone has to do the thing where you can see the habitat through the exhibit, but something to just connect the habitat area and the non-habitat area a little bit better, for the guests. Just making this rock wall more visually permeable, if that makes sense. Yeah, so for those stupid tiny little nitpicky detail reasons, I'm only gonna give the whole shebang a 4.5.
Which means when we add all of those points up, Thrylass, you get a whopping 33.5 points. Bye!